Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. We back with another one of them things. I want to let the people know right now, I apologize about earlier, man. You know, Flight Sports TV, we take care of a lot of business. You know, we still got a day job, you know, but it's so crazy because I get off at such the prime of the day. I know a lot of people wish they had these hours. This is probably the most shittiest day of the year. Finally got an injury update, and it was not good. You understand? First, we get word that the diagnosis is a meniscus tear. You understand? They all be small, but it's a meniscus tear. Right now, the Chicago Bulls are in no position right now to really, well, like I said, they really could use their whole team as whole. You know, because another thing I want to point out, a team like the Bulls, right? Although they're the number one seed, they've dealt with a lot of players in and out the lineup all season long. Everybody has missed some. So headed into the playoffs, you know, you went back at least towards the past some years under their belt. James Harden and Kevin Durant been playing together. They got history. The history is intact. You're going to go against a team like the Milwaukee Bucks, the defending champions. These guys, they've been with each other for years. You understand? They know where everybody's supposed to be. It's very important for these guys to get back. You look at a team like even the Philadelphia 76ers, for a team that's going through all this and that. There's still a team that's going to be a force to be dealt with Joel Embiid dropping points the way he do. And like I said, you got Doc Rivers. There's some continuity there. You know, the Bulls, they got to know where everybody's located. It's going to be important. So, where I want to tell you right now, the diagnosis is 6 to 8 weeks, right? Like I said, we don't know what kind of meniscus tear it is. You know, like I said, later on today, I will have a professional. Well, I should have an athlete coming in to discuss meniscus tears who suffered a couple of his own. You know, because I know some people that have suffered this injury. And like I said, I've been on the line with some people before I jumped on this story, that I'm getting word that these meniscus tears are very tricky because it's so many variations of the meniscus tear for you to understand what the hell. So all we know is the 6 to 8 weeks. So I'm going to give Lonzo the full benefit of the doubt that he takes the whole entire 8 weeks period. That's going to push Lonzo out to about March, mid-March. You understand? So expect Lonzo going for the whole month of February. Thank God that that's the shortest month of the year. So it should be a breeze. But expect Lonzo Ball to return somewhere in the mid part of March. Now the question is, where is this team going to be? I'm expecting this team to be somewhere hovering in that top 3 seed all season long. Whether they drop from the number 1, it really won't make much of a difference. Although, and another thing, the Brooklyn Nets are suffering right now. They're dealing with injuries. You understand? So the Chicago Bulls could capitalize on this. Although they got Kyrie Irving there as well. this is going to be an interesting thing. Lonzo Ball, I want to tell you this right now. Lonzo Ball is the truth and the half and some plus tax. You heard it here first at Flight Sports TV. I want to remind all of you something right now. Every single time Lonzo Ball has been counted out, he has came back tenfold. You understand? I just want to let you know. Lonzo Ball suffered a meniscus tear as a rookie, headed into that offseason when they acquired LeBron James to the Los Angeles Lakers. Hear me out here. So Lonzo, he got the surgery over that offseason and he bounced right back. If people don't remember, when the second year, Lonzo was not able to participate in training camp for the Los Angeles Lakers when LeBron James was recently acquired. You understand? So Lonzo, and he still was able to start day one of that season after having surgery, after not able to play in training camp. So I just want to let you know something right now. The resiliency of this kid is on another level. We're not discussing your average Joe. And mind you, a meniscus tear is nothing to really be jumping or going crazy at. This is a goddamn meniscus tear, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not we're not gonna jump our panties in a bunch over a meniscus tear. And like I said, it was reported that it was a small meniscus tear. You understand? So let it be some value here, ladies and gentlemen. I want to let you know right now, the Bulls are going to be just fine. You know, you got Kobe White there, you got Ayo DeSumo, you got pieces. You understand? This team is built for the long haul. You understand? Believe it or not, this team is built to sustain things like this. You had Kobe White out. Lonzo Ball was holding down the fort. I expect the same situation for Kobe White and Ayo to hold down the fort, similar to what they did in the game against the recent game. Pardon me. What I want to tell you is they got the Milwaukee Bucks coming up next. I like the schedule for them coming up. It's very favorable. You understand? They don't have a lot of opponents that I would say, oh my God, we need to think about something here. I am not thinking about nothing relating to the Chicago Bulls in terms of this injury. You know, but I will tell you, do not think for a millisecond that this team is better off without Lonzo Ball headed into the playoffs. This team is going to need every single one of these guys headed into the playoffs because the Bulls have been playing excellent. They're going to need Patrick Williams to, if they even got a thought of defeating the Milwaukee Bucks, the Brooklyn Nets, these Eastern Conference heavyweights. You would need everybody intact, including Lonzo Ball. Okay? So I just want to leave it at right there. Let's see what happens. Like I said, Zach LaVine is the truth. We don't know a question mark when he's returning, you know. But like I said, Lonzo Ball, man, it's just pissed me off that this happened because it's just he continues to suffer adverse situations. It just start pushing with Lonzo Ball. 1 second, Lonzo Ball is doing this thing. Now you got the COVID situation. Now Lonzo comes back. Now it's always something with Lonzo. You understand? But Lonzo has shaken off this injury label. We need to pay homage on this. After that situation, after that second year in New Orleans, the first year in New Orleans, after that first year, going into his second year, his last year in New Orleans, Lonzo completely shook off that injury label tag. You know, Lonzo has strung together pretty much 2 good seasons in terms of staying healthy. You know, and coming into the season, like I said, coming into his career, that was a problem. And I believe if he was 100% healthy, he could have impacted the Lakers a lot more than he did. Even Magic Johnson accounted for that when he was on First Take, has stated that his first 2 seasons was injury riddled. You know, so that kind of hampered him. But at the end of the day, Lonzo Ball, like I said, that Lakers situation was what it was. He just was not the complete player that he was right now. I think even still, Lonzo Ball has levels to his game to improve on and stack up. But at that time with the Lakers, he just was not where he is today. And I think that's where, you know, the straw that broke the camel's back. But nonetheless, man, this meniscus tear is very light, very easy. I expect Lonzo Ball to recover from this in no time. I can't wait till we get word on what happened. And another thing we're going to be diving into, how long has Lonzo Ball been dealing with this? You know, I would like to know. This don't sound like something that just happened. You understand? Because I believe it was some discomfort going on in that knee. I believe Lonzo, let me tell you something right now, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait till we figure out how long Lonzo Ball been playing on this knee. You understand? I just want to know, did he start off the season like this? I mean, these are questions that need to be answered. Did Lonzo Ball start game 1 of the regular season with a fucked up meniscus? I think that's the question that we must find out. Because if so, homage must be paid as well. You understand? Because look what this man is doing on one leg. And I'm not just saying this to toot the horn. I'm telling the truth. You understand? If this guy Lonzo has been playing on this knee that has been jacked up since day one of the season, we're going to have to pay some heavy homage, goddammit. Because I believe Lonzo Ball done knocked out a home run if he's been playing with a torn meniscus that's required surgery. You know, I want to get to the bottom of what's going on with this surgery. Was this something that he been lingering with for a while? Because I was discussing something with my cousin. Mind you, my cousin is an athlete. He tore his meniscus and he had surgery 2 years ago on the torn meniscus. He told me these meniscus surgeries are tricky. You can play through them. So we don't know how long he was dealing with this. I'm telling you, got guys who playing right now with a slight tear in their meniscus, and they just continually playing. That goes for basketball, NFL, that they play sometimes with a slightly torn meniscus. So we don't know how long he's been playing on this, that resorted to surgery. You understand? So I don't know. These are the questions that must be answered. You know, but bottom line is Lonzo Ball and the Bulls are having a great season. He's going to have to get back 100%. So I expect 6 to 8 weeks. I don't expect a situation where Lonzo's going to get rushed back. That's why I'm saying the full 8-week period. Because this is the Chicago Bulls, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to be winning. They're not about to just fall to the wayside to where they're going to need Lonzo. So I expect the Bulls to still keep pace to the point where they don't have to rush Lonzo. Lonzo could get the full 100% recovery like Patrick Williams. You think they rushing Patrick Williams? You understand? They want Patrick Williams to come back 150,000%. And the same thing for Lonzo Ball, because come playoff time, you will need it. We got the legendary Juju in the building. What's good, Juju? Talk to the people. It's Flight Sports. It's breaking news, though.
God damn, Fly, you over here cooking early in the... Okay, I see you, Fly,
I'm
man.
cooking.
I see
Listen, man,
you.
let me tell you something. I just got off work. I told myself I'm pressing the goddamn button. I'm driving, and I don't give a damn. You understand? So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm in the car driving to the crib, and I'm fucking around, and I'm just running my goddamn mouth. And I got Juju in the house. I got the whole Flight Sports TV in the building with crazy Lonzo Ball news. This is disgusting. Juju, we need to know your thoughts, man. Let me just stay quiet.
Yeah, when it come to the meniscus tears, just like you said, it's tricky. You know what I'm saying? You could play on it, but it really depends on how tough you are. Just like how you said, if this is something that he's had for a while and he's just been playing on it, that just means Lonzo is just a tough ass dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, period, point blank, period. If he's been playing on this,
right.
But honestly, if you want me to be logic about this, I very much doubt that he was playing on a meniscus tear. I personally had a meniscus tear, and when I tore my meniscus, bro, the next morning my shit was swole and I could literally barely walk on it. That's just me. And it depends on how bad his situation is. And if he's going to have surgery on it, like you said, 6 to 8 weeks is okay.
No, I doubt he was playing on it the whole season. Do you think maybe he was playing on that for like a couple games? Or maybe not necessarily. Maybe it started off with the bone bruise.
I really doubt it.
And he continued to play, and then it went. I'm just putting out
if he tore his meniscus, this is my opinion.
Just throwing some shit out there, you know.
Right, for sure. He said it's not logic, it's logical. No, he said it's not logic. What are you talking about? I'm saying it's not logical for him to be playing on a meniscus tear. If he tore his meniscus, he's probably gonna be out. This is just saying from my personal experience. I was playing basketball in a real game in high school, and
I want to hear from people
tore my meniscus.
You said so. What was it a bad? It wasn't no small. It don't sound like this was a small tear, Juju.
Right. Well, yeah, I fully tore my meniscus as well.
You sound like it was something else.
No. My shit was fucked up. Like, I tore my meniscus, bro. And then, like as soon as it happened, it was like it happened in the snap of a finger. It wasn't something like where my leg all the way went back or anything. It was just regular shit, bro. Somebody bumped into me. I fell and I heard like a little pop. Gets up, and then my shit's like, I could tell my shit was kind of weird. Like, if I could have played on it that game, I would have played on it. So if you're telling me like he tore his meniscus that game and was still playing on it, I could. That's logical right there, because I felt like I could have played on mine when I first tore it. But that next day when I went to sleep and I woke up and my shit was swole as fuck, I'm like, oh, my shit fucked up. I can't really. You feel me? You would have known like something was up with his game. You would have known like his knee was fucked up if he continued to play on it.
Surgery? It required
Hell yeah, bro. Hey, I was drunk as hell too.
How long did you
Hey, Fly.
stay on?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. They put that gas in me, boy. I was drunk as hell, boy. I was drunk in
Nah,
Uncle Brian. You know what I'm
so
saying?
I got put to sleep before. You understand?
Yeah,
I mean,
shit crazy.
that's just some funny. Huh?
Yeah, yeah, but
That's some wild shit. Yeah, that's
yeah,
not
I
cool.
had to, but
But
look, I had to get surgery though. Like, look, and this the crazy part about it. This is why I say I really want him to take his time with his injury, and I want the Bulls to invest in Lonzo Ball's future if he actually
right,
has surgery. Because when I had surgery, I came back early as fuck. I said, nigga, fuck that. I want to play. I want to play right now. I don't give like 2 weeks after I had surgery, I'm back out there. I'm talking about high school games, high school varsity games. I'm back out there playing like nigga. Like I'm talking about a month later, and
but
I
you
was
out
not
there.
right. I was
No,
out there,
I
but
know. Yeah,
I was
they do a
fucked up.
little different in the high school than the NBA. It's like
Oh yeah,
as
for sure,
soon
for
as you
sure.
feel a guy, hey, you
But that's why I think he needs to
ready?
take more time, right? Because if it's the NBA and it's a higher level and you're going up against higher competition and the stakes are higher, the Bulls are the number one seed. Take your fucking time, bro. Take your
Yeah,
time. Take a month and a
yes,
half. Take 2 months. The Bulls are
because
good enough to win games with you taking that time off, and your future is more important
yeah,
than trying to go out there and fuck up
right.
your knee now. That's just what I feel, bro. Straight up.
Yeah, if Lonzo would have been what I was gonna say, I was just about to say some shit, but yeah, Lonzo Ball, man, this is a wild shit. This meniscus, man, he'll be okay though, man. I think it should be all right. Um, it's all the, what I was gonna say was this: Lonzo might be ready for like the return to play ball in like 4 weeks, but I
Mhm.
mean he gonna need that extra month to like
Right.
really get that shit right.
Exactly.
Because you remember Derrick
Exactly.
Rose, I know it was more severe, but Derrick Rose tore his ACL and he was cleared, and they was like
Right.
he still, even though that was some mental, but I'm just saying, but dudes just got to play it smart, that's all. But you said once you tore your meniscus, so what was your recovery like? Do you remember?
Well, I had to rehab and shit like that. Rehab like 2 or 3 times a day. And then I was just sitting up, bro.
What was
Like
the
had to put
timetable?
my leg up. It's like it was supposed to be like at least a month to 2 months. But I came back playing basketball a month later, bro. And I could tell like my shit was fucked up. But you said I see in the
Yeah.
chat they saying Lonzo shit
Well,
is a
like you was
slight
cleared.
tear.
Did they say you was cleared?
Bro, I didn't go back
Yeah,
to the
that's what I'm
doctor,
saying.
my
They're gonna,
nigga.
but I mean, I think with the Bulls, they ain't not rushing. What's up?
Hey, I was on some. Hey, I was on some street. I was on some
What
hood shit. I ain't go back to the doctor after that, nigga. After I had surgery and was going to rehab, and after that first doctor's visit, I ain't go back to that nigga. I probably went back to that nigga once. He was like, "All right, you might do something," and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just keep
I know
playing, bro."
what you was scared to death. Yeah, what you don't want these
You
niggas
said I was
back
scared.
to sleep. Nah,
Hey
I
man, this
was
dude
too.
Fonnis, you funny.
What the fuck?
Hey Fonnis, you
I
funny,
don't like
brother.
any of that shit. Who the fuck? When
Hey
you get
Fonnis, don't
got
come
shit
up here,
hooked
bro.
up to you, they about to put your ass to sleep. Who the fuck? You gotta just be doing this shit on the regular. Like if you're a football player, you always getting put to sleep. So this nothing. I mean, no, my heart was beating fast as a motherfucker. You know?
Somebody when you
Nigga,
put
I
this,
don't like none of
what
that
you
shit.
got
I
put
don't
to
like
sleep
going to the
for?
dentist. Shit, I fucking for the fucking the dentist. You feel me?
Oh,
When I had got the fucking wisdom teeth taken out,
oh
I didn't
yeah.
even have to get put to sleep like that. But I mean, that was some gas.
Hey, yeah, that shit fucked me up. I woke up the next day, nigga. I thought I could do anything, nigga. I was like, I'm finna do this, and the third, nigga. I'm finna be rich. I don't know. Hey, that gas, bro, that turn you up, bro. I swear to God, that shit crazy.
Yeah, yeah, that's some wild shit.
He
Yeah, man,
said,
that's
can
it's all
grow
good though. I mean, it's just you
like a
don't know
fat
because you
chick.
ain't never been through that shit. Because I know you go to the dentist and they want to do so they sticking fucking needles in your mouth and shit. Oh hell no.
Nah, we ain't taking that.
Huh?
Yeah, I can't do that shit, bro. The
Yeah,
needles and
I mean,
shit. That shit.
they
Feel
come up with some big shit. Like what the fuck? Oh nah. Yeah, but yeah, it's some wild shit, man. But this meniscus tear is serious. Well, not really serious, but it is in terms of getting surgery done right away. Because like I said, the Bulls, the playoffs right around the corner. And this looks like Lonzo won't be back till March.
right.
Because I looked at the calendar, and the 6 to 8 week mark will be putting him around. I'm going the full length because I'm
Full
believing
length.
that he's gonna pull the whole 6 8 weeks.
Facts.
I doubt it's gonna be 6 weeks. He's gonna come back.
Right.
Um, but so like I said, March that's perfect timing because March the playoffs when the playoffs start in April.
Right. Or like late
Yeah,
March, I
so
think.
Lonzo will still have a month, and I'm expecting Patrick Williams to return alongside Lonzo Ball. So
Mm,
I think it's going to be a package return that's coming back to Chicago. That's going to push them to another level. Because I
facts.
don't even think And I think they need Lonzo in there too to get Patrick Williams acclimated and all of that. What's your thoughts on the roster? How they're going to be able to sustain itself without Lonzo Ball? Because I think they're going to be just fine and hovering around the top 3 all year long. What you think?
Oh yeah, now that they got Caruso back, and then when they get
Oh
Zach
yeah,
LaVine, I mean this team they're gonna be fine, bro. I'm honestly not worried about the Bulls. Even Ayo Dosunmu, his last 3 games, he averaging like 18 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, 50% from the field, 70% from 3. I'm talking about 3 games. That's Ayo Dosunmu. This dude's a rookie. So like Kobe White, obviously. So they have all the pieces to still sustain success and be the number 1 seed. So all you gotta do is just take your time with Lonzo, and like you said, the full length of time is if it's 8 weeks, that's 2 months. Take 2 months, take a month and a half, and really come back fully healthy and be ready for the playoffs. That's really what they should be aiming for Lonzo Ball. Be ready for the playoffs. This team is gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Missing Lonzo is obviously going to hurt the team. You know, it's going to hurt their defense, especially on the perimeter. It's also going to hurt that 3-point shooting because Lonzo Ball is probably the best 3-point shooter on the team. It depends on how you feel about Zach LaVine. Also, he's that guy in the middle of the starting lineup that's really moving the basketball and putting that energy in the basketball and making everybody unselfish, making everybody better. So they're definitely going to miss Lonzo Ball, but they're still going to be a good team. So just take your time with Lonzo Ball, man. He going to be back better than ever.
yeah. That's why I said. What about in terms of his spot when he gets back? Do you expect Lonzo Ball to be in the starting lineup by the start of the playoffs?
See, now that's tough. I think it depends on how successful the team is. If this team is rolling and going into the playoffs and they're successful playing a certain lineup, I think it's gonna be tough. They might put Lonzo on the bench when he first comes back. But it
Oh yeah,
depends. You know what I'm
I
saying?
could possibly see something like that happening on the first game back. Yeah, I could see something like. Listen, I could see something like it happening. Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks on the torn meniscus. I hope not, but it is what it is. But I do expect Lonzo Ball to regain the starting position. But to be honest with you, I'm not even going to go that far. You know, but I understand where that's just in my opinion. But I understand where you could kind of see it because I felt like they had success when it was when they didn't have any of them either. When they had no Zach LaVine, they was having success. You know, when they had no Kobe White, they was having success. No Alex Caruso, they was having success. So what makes you think because Alonzo that maybe he could be the one uprooted? What you think? What's your opinion?
Well, I don't think they're gonna lose because Lonzo is out. I think they're still gonna win.
No, no, I mean because I was just asking because everybody they had success with everybody when everybody has missed some extended period of time on this round. Everybody has significance, including the coach, you know, and they have had success when everybody was out. So what makes you think because if they have success while Lonzo is out, that maybe he could be the guy that could be possibly take the axe for? What makes you think him?
Talking about basically like when he comes back, he's gonna come off the
Yeah,
bench just because they're winning.
why would you think he'll be the guy to possibly be on the bench?
Well, it's because he's like, okay, comparing it to those situations, first off, like this is a more extended period of time. Like this is possibly gonna be 2
Yes, you're
months.
right about that. This is a lot. This is a long time. A lot
Right,
doesn't
right.
go right in this time,
Exactly. DeMar
and
missed
I'm
like
hoping
what a
that they do
week.
go right.
When DeMar was out, he missed like what a week and a half, 2 maybe. Zach LaVine missed like a week and a half. This is gonna be 2 months, so it's like if they play good for 2 months straight, bro, like it's, and he
Yeah,
gon' I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough, bro.
it will be because I think they got a nice collection of pieces. Kobe White, I think is a live guy because Kobe White does have a little bit more experience playing with Zach LaVine, and I
Mm.
believe he knows Billy Donovan. I don't believe he know Billy Donovan's system, and he knows how to play with Zach LaVine more better than Lonzo. You understand? I'm just gonna say it right now. Lonzo, I think he would need maybe a little bit more reps, you know, with Zach, but he's been with Zach for a while now. He's been with Billy
Mm.
Donovan for some time. So he knows what the hell they want to do. You know? So like I said, Caruso's doing his thing. They got a nice amount of pieces. Kobe White is that great offensive guy, and he's making an effort on defense. Because I think Kobe White knows that's gonna be his downfall. But I see him
Right.
out there trying. He's out there doing it. You know, he's making improvements. You
Well,
know,
I'm
and
looking
I
at
love
it
what
like Flights
yeah.
just because like for the simple fact that Lonzo's now going to be out, Caruso has to start. Like Kobe White, Zach LaVine defensively starting It's not. That is not it, bro. I'm telling you, that is not going to win, bro. I'm telling you,
Oh,
Caruso
you think
has
Zach
to
LaVine
start.
and Kobe White, that's gonna be a problem defensively?
Hell yeah, that's not.
I
That's
tell you
it.
what,
No,
I
hell
tell
yeah.
you what,
Sheesh, and
I'm
Demar.
calling it. I'm calling it right now. Call me
Hell,
crazy. If Kobe White is starting and they slipping up on defense, I could see them pulling the trigger somewhere out there in Chicago. Because I'm gonna tell you something right now. Because there's a lot going on. Because a lot of people come to the panel. Me personally. I'm not picking on Kobe White. I just want you to go to all of these reports, and when they talk about what player on what team is more likely to be traded, you continuously hear Kobe White's name getting brought up. I'm not
that's
bringing him.
not
They
gonna happen no
bringing him
more.
up. Am I wrong about this, Juju? Am I the only person you heard this about Kobe White possibly on the trading block?
No. I've definitely heard that from other
You heard
people.
this, but thank you. So this is the rumors that's going on about Kobe White. So this is why people come on Flight Sports TV discussing Kobe White. What's going on with him? Can he be traded for this,
But
and
yeah,
that?
he not gonna be traded no more, Flight, because
I
Lonzo
doubt it.
out. They need Kobe White at that for
Oh
their
yeah.
guard rotation.
I agree with you. I tell you what, but defensively, that could be a problem. If they are like giving up a lot of points, like I said, we know Kobe can score. You just brought up something that I'm gonna have to highlight. Like, look at, I thought they're gonna be solid. You telling me that Kobe, you don't trust Kobe White and Zach LaVine defensively. You telling me they
Hell,
ain't gonna be able to stop nobody.
look, let's keep it
So,
honest, Flight. Let's keep it honest. Like the difference between the Chicago Bulls defense and before, like why their defense is good this year, is because you have two excellent point of attack perimeter defenders in Lonzo Ball and Alex Caruso. Now you take
right.
Lonzo Ball, who's probably the best out of the two, out of that equation. If Caruso is coming off the bench, you're going to miss that point of attack defense, and your first three defenders are going to be LaVine, Kobe White, and DeMar DeRozan. And let's keep it 100. The Chicago Bulls defense is it's not going to be the same with that mixture, bro.
Uh,
But they
yeah,
still
you're
need
right.
Kobe White because he can come off the bench and he can give you that scoring load.
Yeah, you're gonna
But
need
you
that
need
scoring off the bench.
defense.
That's another thing I'm trying to tell people. You're gonna need that punch off the bench. It's not everybody like Jordan Clarkson, for instance. Who the hell is better, Kobe White or Jordan Clarkson?
Jordan Clarkson, bro.
All right, thank you. So why the fuck Jordan Clarkson not starting?
Because
You
he's better
need
off the
that coming
bench.
off the bench. You need that coming off,
Right.
and they was the number one seed. So I'm just trying to tell you, just because you got a guy coming off the bench that's liable to put up 30 on a given night, that don't mean that, oh man, he just need to be usurped and put in this line of the. You need that coming off the bench. You need some
Right.
scoring coming off that bench.
And,
Kobe White coming off the bench is gonna be deadly in the
right. For
playoffs.
sure. For sure. For
Deadly.
facts. Big facts.
So I'm just letting y'all know. So I'm not picking on Kobe. I'm just letting you know that I just think Lonzo Ball will complement this team a little bit more rolling into the playoffs, like you, because you bringing up defensively. Your problems defensively. I think
Right.
Lonzo Ball could kind of even a little bit of all of this shit out if given the opportunity. But
Very
Kobe
easily.
White's gonna look good. They're gonna look like a championship team, even without Lonzo. I agree with that. You know,
Right.
but they are going to need all of these horses when it's opening night of the playoffs. They would need everybody because it's going to take
Facts.
everybody to get to that promised land that they want to go to.
Big facts. And I see people in the chat saying Kobe White's defense has improved. It's definitely improved.
It
Zach
has.
LaVine's
I
defense
told
has
you. I know
improved.
he was trying.
Right,
It's
right.
working.
Facts. But it's not going we're talking about playoffs, bro. We're not just talking about we're talking about when we start getting to the playoffs and you playing up against these high level guards like LaMelo Balls, possibly a Fred Van Fleet, Darius Garlands, these guys, Kobe White, Zach LaVine, you're going to need a lot more than that from a standpoint of putting pressure on those guys. You're just going to need more on ball pressure. And Caruso, without Lonzo, Caruso is going to have to be in there just for that simple fact.
You're right about that. I totally agree with you, man. Caruso's gonna play dividends too. Like I said, he's got championship experience. This team has got experience all over. You know, and like I said, Billy Donovan, I think he got an opportunity to earn some respect in this league too. You know, because Billy Donovan, he's got to take his game to the next level because he's gonna be going against some tough coaches himself. Mike
Facts.
Budenholzer ain't gonna be no slouch. He go
Mm.
against him in the playoffs. You know, when you go against even shit, I'm gonna say Steve Nash. He just cheating. You know, I'm just gonna say going against the Nets. You know, but even these other guys, Doc Rivers, I know he gets killed a lot, but come on, Doc Rivers has still got that pedigree.
Air
So I mean,
exposure.
at the end of the day, Billy Donovan got to figure all of this shit out. These are great problems to have. I wish the Knicks had these problems where we
Tom
wanted to
Thibodeau.
figure out who should start because of this one is that. I wish I was dealing with these problems. These are great problems to have that the Bulls are dealing with. So it's just gonna be interesting to see, man. The Chicago Bulls is a good team. I like what I'm seeing. It's just another roadblock, man. It's messed up, man. They can't catch a break. Lonzo can't catch a break.
Right. And Lonzo's had this meniscus tear in that same knee before. This is the shit that's kind of scaring me about Lonzo. It's like,
And that's the one with the Lakers.
yes, bro. That's the shit. It's scary, man. It's scary.
Uh,
Like it's like because we have to understand like if his knee is going to continuously get beat up, I mean he's not going to that's the thing that's scaring me, man. You know what I'm saying? These knee
oh no, let me
injuries,
tell you, listen. I'm
ain't
gonna
nothing
be
to
honest
play
with you.
with,
I'm not
man.
ready to start. I'm gonna let everybody do what they want us to do, but I'm not ready to start running around like this guy's got serious knee injuries. I'm not ready to say that just yet.
Mm,
There's a lot of players tore their meniscus, and like I said, it's like if it was an ACL or some shit, all bets I'd be panicking. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. If they said something happened with an ACL, yeah, you're right. I'd be lost for words. You gonna be honest with you, I wouldn't know what to say. You know what I mean? But this meniscus tear to me, I think is very light. I think what's real problematic about the situation is they trying to make sure he can get back in time, and healthy before the playoffs. I think that's the more conundrum than the knee. I
right,
think
right,
that was the problem when they talk about they trying to evaluate the options. Like, what's their options? Because
right. The,
it's y'all damn near in the thick of things of the season.
right, right.
Y'all getting to. I think that was what it was. Okay, dude, can he rest this thing and get surgery
No,
after the
he
season?
can definitely
I
rest
think
it.
that what's up? Yeah,
The only
sometimes
thing that
it don't
scares me,
always require surgery.
right, right, facts. But the only thing that scares me, it's not just that it's a meniscus, it's the fact that this is the second time that it's happened. So if this is the second time that it's happened, and that means it could happen again, and that means even worse injuries could happen again. Like me, I tore my meniscus and I ain't never tore my meniscus again. And my knee really never really felt all the way the same way, but that's because I never really rehab like I was supposed to. But what I'm saying is that having that shit once, twice, multiple times, that's just never a good sign, bro. That's the thing that's scaring me about it, bro. So that's why you got to take his time fully. Take 2 months, bro. Take your 2 months. Come back in March. You're gonna be good. Do your thing.
Yeah, you're right about that, man. Man. Lonzo gonna be just fine, man. Like I said, I'm not concerned about that. Like I said, like I said, I'm concerned now. You bringing up these knee injuries and shit like that, but I did know that it did happen in the same knee as the one with the Lakers. I did know that, but like I said, I don't know if I'm ready to start going. Oh man, maybe we should think about this. Let's see what happens after surgery. But 6 to 8 weeks, I think he'll be okay. This is my personal opinion. These injuries happen. Russell Westbrook tore his meniscus. And I think he tore his meniscus a few times too. Even though Russell Westbrook is a different kind of player, and he's a lot more explosive than Lonzo Ball too. Lonzo Ball isn't the most explosive, but I'm telling you right now, I would hate to see Lonzo lose any inkling of athleticism because
Yep.
he's an athletic player, but he don't always exhibit it. So I mean, I would hate for anything to happen to him athletically. I think that could be problematic for the Bulls and Lonzo Ball. And another thing,
Yeah.
they just paid this guy Lonzo $20 million. I understand that we ready to mark Lonzo. We ready to mark Lonzo off, but this guy they paid this man something for a reason. And another thing, the way Kobe White is playing, they got to pay him too. So I mean, so I do see where it's starting to become a little bit of a question right now because it's like, whoa, wait a second now. Uh, Kobe White, Kobe White gonna command him a nice little salary too. Could you imagine what Kobe White is gonna get paid? He's gonna be getting a $20 million deal too.
Yeah, I don't think he'll get 20 mil. He probably get a Malik Monk. He might get a
I don't
Malik
know.
Monk or Devontae. He might get like a 13, 14. I can't see 20 mil.
I don't know. He gonna get some money. I don't think he's gonna get short, man. He gonna get paid. Kobe White gonna command a nice little salary. So I think that's what's going on. Similar to what happened in Atlanta, where sometimes like, why the hell did they move him? And they try to come up with some stupid reason, or the reason was the money. If they moved Kobe White, it was because they know they got too much money on the books. That's the move, because it don't make no fucking sense for Kobe White to be in any trade rumors, or it don't make theological sense. How is he on the trading block? How is he the most likely player to get traded? They say that
Right.
because they know that his contract is gonna be paid. It be some money. You got Zach got to get paid. DeMar's on the max. You got Vooch on the max. Lonzo getting paid 20. You understand? You can't give Kobe a max at 2. There's not how many maxes. You
Right.
can't give
Lonzo
everybody.
making
You can't
18.
pay
Lonzo
everybody.
making 18 mil. So yeah, Kobe White
Lonzo
definitely
getting
not
paid
getting
20.
paid.
Lonzo getting paid 20 mil. Ain't no 18 mil.
No, it's 18. Let me
Where
double
you
check it
found
though.
that out? You sure?
I just
It's
looked
4
at the
years,
chat, but I'm
84
pretty sure it's
million.
18. Let me
Lonzo
see.
signed for 4 years,
Lonzo
84 million, if I'm not
track.
mistaken. 84, 85, one or the other.
85
Lonzo,
million.
yeah, Lonzo getting 20 plus. So that's what I'm
Surely
trying
is
to
getting
tell
20
you.
plus.
That you can't give Kobe White another $20 million contract. The Bulls
But
don't have
he's
the
not
money.
worth that.
They would kill him.
Yeah. He's
How
not
you gonna
worth
put
20.
pieces? How you gonna put pieces around this team? Everybody
He's
can't
not
do
worth
that, and
20.
that's why they gave up Cam Reddish, because they gotta pay. They know they're not gonna pay him, and he's gonna come in. It's time to pay Cam Reddish. Is about to be. They about to have to get paid. Zion, RJ, Cam. It's time for them to get their money. You understand? Their rookie deals is about to be over. They scheduled for extensions. Atlanta not paying him. Atlanta is paying Bogdanovich a max. They gotta pay Trey. They paid John Collins, and they mad as hell. And they trying to figure out him a new home. They trying to relocate him. Who else is on the big money? And then that nigga Hunter. I think they made a decision between Cam Reddish and DeAndre Hunter, because they're gonna have to pay Hunter. And they just paid Kevin Herter. You can't pay everybody. You understand? So somebody has to go.
Right,
And that's
exactly.
what's
And
going
David
on with the Bulls
Williams.
right now. Somebody gonna have to go. Another Io. You can't pay Io. Look at these
No, no, no.
numbers. What's Io? Was
Io.
he a first round or a second?
No, Io is good, bro. Io, because just for the simple
No,
fact that
no,
he's
no,
a
no, no.
late pick.
Io is good. No, 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 no. I didn't say no. Wait a second. That's not where I'm going, Juju. He's
No,
a
I'm
great,
saying Io is
great
good
young
in terms
player.
that he's
I'm
gonna
just
be
talking
on the
about playing
team, bro. Like
paying.
he's gonna be able to get paid enough to get like yeah, he's good enough and he might be worth a little bit of money. But in 3 years, when his rookie contract is up, because remember, he's on a rookie contract. So the best thing you can do is keep him here on that rookie contract and let him just outperform his contract. But in 3 years,
Oh
when
yeah, yeah, yeah.
DeRozan is
That's what they
potentially
do. They
gone,
trade you a year before.
yeah, but I don't think they're gonna.
Yeah,
I'm
they
just
never get
saying.
rid of you on your rookie deal.
For sure, for sure. But he got 3 years on it. So we talking about 3 years from now. DeRozan's
Yeah, so
potentially
Io
gonna
might
be
be
off the
safe. Let me
team.
not. Let me. So he
Io
gonna be
definitely
off
safe.
the break.
But Kobe,
Now,
I
what I
think
wanted to
Kobe
ask,
out,
was he
bro.
a first or a second rounder? Because if he a first, he is solid.
Let me
Second
look
round
that
picks
up.
don't have that much security.
Right.
But I think
But I
Io
think it's
was a
good if he
first
a
round
second
pick.
round pick. Because if he
Io was
overplay his
second.
contract, you ain't gonna have to pay him as much as you would have had to pay him. But let me
Yeah,
see
you're
what
right.
draft.
You're right. You got a point.
Let me see
Yeah,
what
Io
this
was a great
is.
player. I think Io was worth easily. He could be. Let me tell you something about right now. Teams out in the open market to pay him $15 million a year, 10 to 15. The way the production and this is just as a rookie. Lord knows when he's gonna be 2-3 years from now.
Oh
You
yeah, he
know,
was a second round pick, number
somebody said
38
Kobe.
overall. Oh my
He was second
gosh.
round. See, that's what I'm saying. So he ain't gonna
He
have
gonna
that
be on there.
4 year luxury,
And then he
and
got that
that's why
he got the
he's
Illinois too.
playing
He
out
from
of his
Illinois.
goddamn mind. Shit. Don't be surprised
I think
if
you lagging flight.
don't. Oh, he from? They gonna have to be from Chicago, is it? Nah.
Yeah, he from
Yeah,
no
they
no
gonna
he
have to be
he he
jumping
from
by Io
he
then.
from
But I'm just saying,
Chicago. Chicago, Illinois. He went to Morgan Park High School in
okay,
Chicago,
yeah, they might
Illinois.
have to hold. They might have to hold. But I'm gonna be honest with you. This all could get flipped around if they trade Vucevic. You understand? So because that means they done opened up some money. If Vucevic is the problem in the playoffs, I'm not gonna say they're gonna start pulling moves. I like Vuce and all of that, but I'm just saying, they could use some stuff. But Vuce bring a lot to the table. He's one of
Are
the
you
best
talking about
centers in
right
the
now?
NBA. I'm not gonna sit up here.
Are you
What
talking
do you
about right
say?
now or in the off season? I don't think they trading
In
Vooch
the
right
off
now.
season. No,
Maybe in the
not
off
right now.
season.
No, I was talking about in terms of like trying to pay everybody, because I was just saying you got all of these
Mm.
people making 20 plus million. I think what is it,
All
4
right.
people already? Zach is about to get the super max. After they
Zach
pay Zach
Zach
the
definitely
super
safe.
max, let me tell you, after
Facts.
he get the super max, Chicago ain't gonna be giving out no more big time money like that. And then Patrick Williams got to get paid eventually, even though he got some time. But I'm just saying by then I think
Yeah,
people
that's
will
what
be
I'm
gone.
saying. I ain't even
When
counting
Patrick
them.
Williams, it's time to get paid.
Right. Patrick
People should
Williams, I ain't even counting
people
him.
should be out
Patrick
of there by
Williams
now.
and Ayo, I ain't counting the rookies at all. But like people like Caruso, he
Yeah.
got a little bit of money. You might have to let
Yeah,
a
they
couple
paid him
people.
a nice deal.
Derrick
He's
Jones
under contract.
Jr.
But if you max everybody out, you can't get a Caruso.
That's
You're
what I'm
gonna need
saying.
glue guys like that. You need a
Right.
Caruso for a championship team. Well, unless you the Brooklyn Nets, who you maxed out 3 superstars, and then you gotta have everybody coming for chump change. See, the Nets, they could do shit like that. Because everybody trying to play for Brooklyn. Shit. So it's like, should I get me a ring? Shit, they going over there for 800,000. Shit, they taking the veterans minimum. Shit, KD and them, they'll take care of them. They'll throw something under the table. I don't think all that's not going on. It's Flight Sports TV, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see the chat is act though. What that? Man,
For sure.
shout out to Rave Kingdom too. Slim says there's still a meal on the bone with DeMar. Trade him. LOL. Nah, now you playing.
They're not gonna
LOL.
trade him this year. That's the thing, bro. That's
they ain't
definitely
gonna trade
not
him at
happening.
all. That nigga DeMar is safe. He solidified in Chicago. They love him.
Yeah,
They
but
love Zach.
that's what I'm
They
saying
love.
though. Like, okay, let's kind of go back to like Kobe, right? Because we're not trying to shit on Kobe here. We're just saying it's
No, I
the
wasn't.
simple fact that his contract is about to be up, and they're already having to pay all these other players. So it's like somebody's gonna be the odd man out. Nobody's trying to shit on him though.
Well, ain't nobody trying to do that. He's a great young player, man. But I got a question for you. Another thing we want to go back to. What about that situation where he came out with the bone bruise? You remember that?
See, I think that was initially something that was reported. I see, because didn't they say he got an MRI on that
I
bone
think that's
bruise?
what they was diagnosing it.
Did he?
I'm gonna
It
be honest with you,
depends.
Juju. That might have been that was a good story. Like I didn't report on it because the Bulls that I did. I ain't gonna. I'm keeping 1,000. I went live on that shit. But while I was live, I was looking at all the shit. I'm like, hold on, the Bulls didn't report this. And I'm looking into other shit. I'm like, this has not been confirmed. I was like, oh hell no, let me get off this shit. Let me delete this shit. Because I just wanted to be first on it. But then it is what it is. But
yeah, I
think
think
that
it was
was
reported
initially what
wrong.
what they thought
Yeah, it
was.
was reported wrong. Either it was reported wrong or it was a false report. But I mean, we got the timetable right. The timetable was right. Basically,
Yes,
I
it was
said
smoke.
1
It
to
was
2
smoke. It was
months.
fire. They knew something was up.
Right,
He
for
wasn't
sure.
coming back this week.
Right, for sure.
I knew that. We got Rave in the building too. What's good, Rave?
Yeah, I feel like we did a good job pretty much reporting that. Shout out to Dave James, he the one that came in with it. But when we said 1 to 2 months, it was just the wrong injury report, basically. But you know what I'm saying? I gotta actually change the title on my video on my page. I'm glad you said that to me too. But hell yeah.
What about what? About what the 6 days?
Because I said that I put it on my page and I said 1 to 2 months and I put left bone contusion, but I'm gonna change it to meniscus.
Yeah, the contusion. Yeah, that's what the first report was, a bone contusion. Like I said, that's probably what they thought it was. Then they looked into it. They're like, whoa, he probably finally got the X-ray this morning.
Right, that's what happened, bro.
Up.
They were trying to diagnose it by basically because that's what happened when I tore my meniscus, because I couldn't directly go to the doctor, so I had like coaches and health team niggas and shit like that looking at my knee, and they like, oh, okay, like you probably got this and that, and I'm like, nah, nigga, my knee fucked up. Like, let me go to the doctor, and then Lonzo probably in the same category as that. He like, man, nah, y'all tripping. I don't want to say mixed diagnosis by the Chicago Bulls health training staff, because they're way better than my high school. Don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is Lonzo knew his knee was much more than a bone bruise, and he really had to go get that MRI. So, you know what I'm saying? Good up to Lonzo, my guy. You muffled, Flight. Your mic muffled.
Oh shit, my bad. Can you hear me? My shit,
Yeah,
my
you
phone
good.
was over the mic. I was gonna say, well, you got any word on Zach?
Let me double check that right quick. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, I ain't heard shit on Zach.
LaVine update. Hopefully he can come back soon, because that's a big part of it. Because again, I don't know why people in the comments, and hopefully we got some smarter people in here.
Yeah,
LaVine
Ray gonna come in and say his shit whenever he start talking. But he's here though. Ray said he wanted to cook. Go ahead.
LaVine is an MVP caliber player. He has MVP ability. He has the efficiency to do so. He just needs to work on his decision making. But LaVine is very, very important to this team's success, and
Oh,
they're
of
going to need
course.
him. They're going to
Yo,
need
that's
his
another
30
thing.
points
You
every
know,
game.
another this team. I want to say something. He's another one who received some flack like Lonzo, where
Mm.
okay, like right now, for instance, they like, oh, Kobe White, Io, shit, Lonzo, he might play the back burner. Shit, it was just nothing but a couple weeks ago they were saying DeMar just hijacked the team. You know, it's like, like I said, we all play a part, and I see it too. It seemed like the team was favoring DeMar a little bit more, and I
Mm.
should have. I've heard other YouTubers in this circuit and not in our circle talk about this shit. So where smoke is fire, it was something that people was talking about. So what do you think about Zach LaVine dealing with a similar situation like Lonzo, where they were saying trying to pin those two against each other?
Right. I don't know why they do that because Zach LaVine, I feel like he learns a lot from DeMar DeRozan. Like I see Zach LaVine start taking DeMar DeRozan moves in the post and in the mid range. I mean, he tries to draw fouls like DeMar DeRozan. So I feel like those two are really close. And the only reason people do that, they're only trolls, right? Those are the trolls. Those are the haters trying to split the
Right.
team up and make them go against each other. Us, me and you as fans, we know it's all good other than, guys having their egos and thinking they're better than the next guy. But I do think Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan can make it work. And I do think they have the personalities that fit off the court as well. Same thing with Lonzo Ball. So, but I'm looking at the reports. It say Zach LaVine's not going to be back at least for like 3 or 4 more games. So they're going to need Zach.
What the hell was it? He was a knee too, right?
That's what I'm saying. See, both of the knee
that shit
injuries
looked
are
wild.
weird
It
as
looked like
fuck,
nothing
right? Well, that's the thing, Flight. Both of the Lonzo Ball and Zach LaVine knee injuries are weird, right? Because it's like, okay, it
Nobody's seen
happens.
it.
Right, you didn't see it. It's like regular. The game is regularly going
No
on, and
evidence.
it's nothing crazy that happens. Nobody get punched in their knee or kicked in their knee. It's just the next day.
Motherfuckers, them two probably went out to UCLA. They said we're going to LA for a couple months, man. We out.
Right.
I'm messing with you.
But again, it's weird for Zach, right, Flight? Because it's like he gets an MRI and it says it has no structural damage, and it's like, okay, so what's really going on with your knee? Like, and there's no real report
That's what
about
I'm saying.
it. Like,
Zach, he's a young player. You don't know if he didn't, he might not like the way things are going. You don't know what's really going on with Zach. Like I said, we say he loving. Now I'm just gonna say that Zach is hurt. I ain't gonna sit up here and cast no aspersions.
right. This is the
But
same
I'm
guy,
just
bro.
but I'm just gonna go with Zach is hurt. But I'm just saying
Flight.
we wanted to go down that lane. We could,
Bro, this is the same dude, Zach LaVine, that tore a partial part in his ACL, and he was still playing on it mid-game. He's still this the guy.
I keep real with you.
Bro,
I remember when he tore the ACL in that with that Minnesota Timberwolves.
he was balling that game.
He was like, "Fuck."
He was balling. Like he was still balling. This dude was crazy, bro.
I got behind that team, when it were Minnesota. Yo, I'm keeping real. Nobody knew Zach was the dude, though. Everybody thought it was Wiggins and Bennett.
Flight.
They had Bennett. Nobody thought about Zach.
Nah, low key, Flight. I ain't gonna lie, Flight. When Zach was at UCLA, when I saw him at UCLA, I was like, this bro, he gonna be hard. And I just a part of me, bro. I just kind of felt like it.
I didn't see it with Zach. I didn't even think Zach was really all that good when I seen him out there in Minnesota. I looked at the other two, but I looked at Zach more as like that complimentary piece. Like, okay, yeah, he
definitely should have kept
They
Zach.
had him coming off the bench.
Crazy.
He was like that James Harden. But the sad part is where I was going with this was Minnesota should have kept him because he better than all of them. He better than Karl Anthony Towns.
Oh yeah, big facts. Easy.
Karl Anthony Towns is washed.
Stamp that.
Minnesota, they fucked up.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Zach LaVine slander will not be tolerated. Zach LaVine is better than most of your favorite players, bro. Get it in your head, man. And when he come back, this dude, he gonna be on a mission, bro. Like, y'all, we gotta wake up on this man, bro. Him and Lonzo Ball are gonna be the best backcourt in the next 2 to 3 years, man. And some people are just gonna have to swallow that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I said, assuming Lonzo Ball, like I said, recovers from this, which I think he will. Like I said, it's a meniscus tear. It's not an ACL. If it was an ACL, let's trip out. But this light, man.
See that Flight? I can't see bro. It's the fact that he had it twice, Flight. He had this same shit in his knee, the same shit twice, and he's known to have these knee injuries. Flight, I'm scared, bro. Like, no cow. I ain't gonna lie to you, Flight. This shit got me scared, bro. Because I don't want this shit to be no lingering, continuous problem where it's his knee always fucking him up. And man, bro, you know what I'm saying? That shit really hurt me, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Nah, I know. Yeah, he's gonna be good, man. I ain't tripping off that, man. Them injuries, man, they're gonna be just fine, man. You know, the Bulls, they doing their thing. Uh, so what about when
You
he
kind of muffled
returns?
again, Flight.
Hold on. I said, what about when he returns? How long is it gonna take for him to get his shit together when he gets back?
See, now when the dude comes back, I mean, I think he's probably going to be better than ever. Like, I mean, this dude Lonzo Ball, like with the Lakers, right? Every time he got injured and came back, this dude was just a totally different player. I don't know if it's just because he
I
can
know it
sit
takes him a
down.
long time. I was gonna say that it take him
Right.
so long to get him shit to get back to where he was at.
Right. But I don't know if it's because when he gets injured, he gets a chance to really sit down and watch film and watch the game. But every time he gets injured and he comes back, he's just a different type of player every time. So I'm expecting him to come back on some playoff mode shit, like some Lonzo Ball that we've never ever seen before in his NBA career.
Yeah, that's
So
another thing. That's another thing I want to say. We always assume that when Lonzo gets back, he's gonna come back a little off. Why can't this man be coming back aggressive? You know, with a playoff mindset, understanding what's at stake, knowing that you are the starting point guard for a championship team. You know,
right.
with the number one seed in the East. Why we don't think that he was gonna come back with that mentality?
See,
Nobody expected
it's
Lonzo
crazy.
Ball to come out this year, and like I said, this is arguably possibly one of his better seasons. You know, I know that we all Lonzo Ball has contributed a lot to the Chicago Bulls. Trust me, Lonzo Ball is impacting the Bulls, but this is a championship team.
Mm,
So at the end of the day, it's going to be pieces on this team. If guys are out, it's still going to be sustainable. There's no Zach. The team is sustainable. DeMar was out. The team was sustainable. You know, you got a go-to scorer in DeMar DeRozan. He can lead you in the fourth quarter. You don't need that. You need Zach LaVine, you know, to
definitely
finish the
do.
season. But you could be without Zach for a stretch of games. You could be without DeMar as long as you got Zach. You
Mm,
know, so I mean, vice versa with Lonzo. Even when Lonzo out, you got a guy in. Like you said, Kobe, he brings something different. Alex Caruso coming off the bench, he's gonna give you everything. He's gonna give you all of that defense that Lonzo was doing and some. You know, and that three ball. So like I said,
right.
this team is fully loaded, man. It's one of the better teams in the league. It's just period. There's no other way around it.
Hey, but Flight, the only good, like the good part of this, right, that I can get from this injury with Lonzo, right, is it will put a chip on his shoulder. Like when he comes back, he's going to have something to prove. He's going to have something massive on his chest to like really prove to everybody like I'm a better player than what I was before. Even when I do get injured, I'm still one of the best point guards in the league. And I think this injury is going to motivate Lonzo. And when he does come back, again, we're going to see a totally different player. And I totally agree with what the points that you were making. The Chicago Bulls are like they're a machine right now. They're like a fax machine, you know
Yes.
what I'm saying, in the Office Depot, you know what I'm saying? It's too automatic. They are going to win games. They're going to be one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference. I think that's going to happen with or without whoever they have. But they're obviously going to need everybody. Lonzo, Patrick Williams, everybody, LaVine for the playoffs if they want to
Yes.
win against the
Kobe
Nets and
White too.
anybody else.
I know Kobe White and Patrick Williams. Did you mention Patrick Williams?
Yeah, Patrick Williams for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm telling you right now, everybody getting caught up with Patrick Williams is the key to this. The Bulls are not. You know what? I'm gonna say it right now. The Bulls are not going to the finals without Patrick Williams. I'm telling you,
Mm,
Patrick Williams is gonna be that equalizer because you're gonna be able to put. I guarantee he's gonna be the guy who could hold with Durant. I ain't saying he's gonna
that's a
lock
hot
him up.
take right there. I like that.
He not going. I ain't saying he gonna lock up KD. But he's gonna be able to guard him. He's gonna be able to be. He's gonna be that guy who can stay with him a little bit. He's a young guy. He got quick legs. He's versatile. I like that matchup. I think that could be something that's gonna cause some
Right.
problems.
You're
You know,
totally
you're
right
gonna
about
need
that.
that. I was looking at they really when KD flipped the goddamn switch, they really don't have no answer. You understand? I know DeMar looked like he did something when they was in Brooklyn, but when KD said, you know what, man, all bets are off. You know, he
Mm,
rolling your gym and he ain't laughing. He got that angry. He looking like somebody robbed him. Yo, yeah, it's problems. And that's what he did when they came to Chicago. He was angry. He was clapping. It was not a lot of playing going on with the Nets when they rolled in there. And like I said, James
facts.
Harden carving up the fucking defense like that. You know, Kobe White gonna change it all. I think the Nets, they just got a good three players. You know, if you look at the Chicago Bulls have a way better team than Brooklyn. So if you could somehow take one of them dudes away, I think you good. You know, because
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna make those guys shoot. Another thing about that's what the Nets did to I think Chicago. They was forcing them to take stupid shots. You know, and DeMar DeRozan and even Kobe, even my man Zach, they gotta understand that the Nets, they want you to shoot that dumbass shot like that. They want you to fucking they want that. They
Right.
want you to
And
shoot over 2-3 motherfuckers.
I just wanted to go back to your point about Patrick Williams because you're totally right. This team is going to need Patrick Williams' defense. They're going to need his rebound, and they're going to need his physicality, especially in the playoffs, bro, because they're already
Yes.
undersized. So Patrick Williams, like you said, they're
Yes.
to make a deep run in the playoffs, bro. You're going to need that dude's defense. You're going to
They're
need
gonna
him to
need
come back
Patrick
and be
Williams. If they don't
aggressive
got
too.
Patrick Williams, and he's gonna clean up Vooch. You need a guy, a nasty dude like Patrick Williams next to Vooch. So that way
For
it
sure.
hides some of his shit. You understand? Because right now what's going on is Vooch defensively, he
Vooch getting
sometimes gets
exposed.
exposed. But
Nah,
Vooch
he
try to
getting
do his
exposed
thing. Even
every
though he's
game.
slow, Vooch is slow.
Oh.
He's sloppy, but he tries. I mean,
I ain't
I
gonna
say
lie,
trying,
Flight.
you know.
The Nets exposed the formula to expose Vucevic. All you do
Yo,
is put
I
this
think
man in
that
the
they
pick and
exposed the
roll.
formula that exposed the Bulls. Shit, they just was
Right,
making
and
them
that's
shoot
going at
they
Vooch
dumb shots. You're
defensively.
not gonna beat them playing ISO. They want you to do that. You know what I mean? They want you to sit
So
there and play isolation. Even like the Houston Rockets. Like I'm gonna compare this team as to like the old school Golden State Warriors, even though there's a little different. You know, but I'm just saying to beat a team like this, you got to play with ball movement. Houston, when James Harden was there, he realized, yo man, we got Chris Paul, we got to move this basketball. That's the only way we're gonna beat the Golden State Warriors. You're not gonna beat them by James Harden thinking he's better than everybody.
for sure.
You're not gonna beat them like that. You are not gonna. That's all I'm just gonna say. James Harden tried to go over isolate on Golden State, like he was gonna beat Golden State single handedly. Like that was never gonna happen. You know, they needed the Gerald Greens, they needed Chris Paul, these people to move that goddamn basketball. That's what they needed.
For sure. But to me, like the offense, yes. But again, their offense isn't going to change too much because DeMar is used to playing that style. Zach is used best when playing that style. Again, I'm looking at the defense, bro. Like you can't give up 100 points by the middle of the third quarter to the Brooklyn Nets. Like that's unacceptable. And if you bring that type of energy in the playoffs, bro, you're going to get 4-1. You're going to get 4-2. So that defense, those defensive principles, the communications, the rotations on defense have to be much better. And that starts with getting Lonzo Ball healthy. That starts with getting Caruso healthy. Obviously, Patrick Williams. But the defense is really the big thing in my eyes. And then, yeah, that hero ball needs to stop. But for the most part, that's what DeMar is. That's what LaVine is. You're not really going to change that.
Yeah, they hero players. That's their style of play.
So,
Yeah, we got some good points, man. Like I said, Lonzo, he gonna be good, man. That's just my opinion.
for
What
sure.
about your Hornets, man? Let's try to talk about something good. What about Lamelo Ball, man? He did his thing last night. He doing this thing. Jello doing this thing. You know, because there
Yeah,
won't be any Lonzo. You know,
yeah,
so
man. Oh, yeah, this is going to be,
let me know,
you
Flight
going to be
Sports TV.
Hornets. This
We'll
going to be
keep it
Hornet
hot.
centric, man.
We're gonna keep the Lonzo. We're gonna keep the fire hot on Lonzo Ball. You already know.
So you finna turn that Hornet centric for a couple months. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not really. It's always Lonzo, but I mean, I always did like Lamelo. Like I like the Bulls, but like I would never stream the Bulls and there's no Lonzo and you got Lamelo playing. Like there's no way in
Right.
hell.
You
You know,
can't do
that's
that.
the only thing. So I'll make an announcement right now. That would never happen. Like, why would I do that? You know, to be honest with you, that I'm with the Ball family. You understand? We rock with the Ball family. I fuck with the Bulls, but like I said, I'm a Knicks fan. You know, I think y'all know that. You know, I just don't roll with the Knicks right now because I ain't trying to put no stress in my life. So I'm not gonna be overly rambunctious about the Chicago
Damn.
Bulls. I love them, but like I said, it is what it is. But Jello too, like Jello doing his thing. So I expect. I like what I'm seeing from Jello. So not really. I don't like it, but I need to evaluate
Yeah,
Jello.
I don't like it, bro. I
I ain't gonna
don't
say I
like with
like
Jello
Funny.
or
I
Melo, man.
misspoke. I
That's
did
some
not get a
bullshit.
chance to really evaluate Jello like I need to. So I think this is gonna give me a chance to to really focus on what's going on with Jello because there's
For
so
sure.
much going on. Melo and the Hornets. Even though I was doing the Lonzo shit, I'm still keeping my eyes on the Hornets because he's in the
So
NBA. So you still gonna see what's happening. But we
facts.
always preferred Lonzo. But yeah, we're gonna be on the Hornets. It was exciting watching the Hornets last night, though. Like
That's
I
what I'm
really
saying. It
fully
was.
invested in that team. I like what
It
I'm
was
seeing.
decent.
Borrego, I know he get killed a lot, but and it's gonna be crazy because tonight we got an epic damn live on the Hornets tonight too. So definitely pull up for that. We bring on a guest too. We're gonna be able to answer some questions.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah, but on about the Hornets. But I definitely want to talk about
So
Borrego tonight
finna do.
because we could do a little
Oh, okay,
preview.
Borrego. Oh,
But
so wait, so
Borrego,
you finna do a Hornets podcast?
well, no, not a podcast. It's
Oh,
just a
okay.
live.
It's
It's
just
just
a
like
live.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
live. Yeah, just gonna go live and talk about the Lamelo Ball tonight.
Shit.
Yeah, it ain't no podcast on Lamelo. I mean, shit,
Okay,
if that's
bet.
what y'all want to do, we make it happen. But I ain't tripping.
Shit. These too much
Shit,
finna be motherfucking dry as hell for the Bulls. So I don't know. We might need something. Like I ain't gonna lie, the people might need
listen,
something.
listen.
Sheesh.
Like I said, we on the live. We talking business. We make it happen. It's nothing. We get a
Yeah.
couple guys on here.
But
We go find two other people, and
hey,
let's make it happen.
hey, oh,
Let's
you
get.
said two other people that do it?
Yeah. Two other like-minded individuals that
So
bleed Lamelo and bleed the Hornets. That's the people I'm looking for. I don't want no half-steppers. We want dudes that
facts.
really about this, really
Facts.
about this. But
Yeah, but you
yeah,
brought up Borrego, right? You said Borrego. Come on.
talk about it. Talk about it. What's up
Oh
with him?
my God, this
Because
dude
he get
Borrego, bro.
crucified, and Borrego doing his thing.
Right, like that's the thing. He's winning, and that's the thing that people are gonna say. They're gonna be like, "Oh, why are you talking about James Borrego? The team is winning. Y'all are just mellow stands." No, it is obvious, bro. Obvious that he has some hidden agenda, whatever it is about his coaching ability, whatever it is, some type of hidden agenda against Lamelo Ball. Last night, LaMelo Ball had 8 turnovers. LaMelo Ball played terrible. I'm gonna keep it 100. When it comes to scoring the basketball, making shots, and turning over the basketball, he was terrible. Right? He still did have the triple double, but overall, it wasn't his best game. Right?
Right.
And James Borrego was not making it better because he's snatching them in and out of the basketball game. So now he's out of rhythm, and you didn't play him the game before, so you know coming into this game he's not going to have any rhythm whatsoever. Now we get here. LaMelo Ball, second quarter, pulled in and out. Third quarter, pulled out early in the third, and then comes back damn near late in the fourth. I think he came back like what 7 minutes, 8 minutes in the fourth, and still got basically 30 minutes. But it's the way that he's playing him within the rotation is not consistent. It's the way he plays them is literally snatching them in and out, and you're messing up his rhythm. And that's really why he didn't have a great shooting night last night when it comes to scoring inside the paint and things of that nature. But Borrego got to do better, man. I don't care about that Mr. 0.9. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Hornets need a big man. Facts, bro. Hornets definitely need a big man, bro. That's the thing too. But the big difference for the Hornets these last couple of games, they've actually been playing defense, right? They've actually been forcing turnovers. They've been getting steals. They've been getting defensive rebounds, and they're playing good defense. Even LaMelo Ball's defense has been looking better these last couple of games. So I would say that's the big difference in why they're winning finally. You know what I'm saying? Borrego wants to micromanage LaMelo minutes. Big facts, bro. Training wheels on LaMelo. Big facts, bro. This man like a little baby at day.
Sold up. Shout out Slim Cahoot. Yeah, training definitely some big time training wheels on Melo, man. So the Hornets really need a big man, man. You damn right about that. But yeah, but back to Lonzo. Shout out Torian Whitfield. He said Bulls for life, baby. You from Chicago? Torian Whitfield, let me know. Don KJB. I don't like the Bulls, to be honest. I like the Knicks for Lonzo. Chicago too cold for Cali boy like Zell. Chicago is a little ice. I've never been to Chicago, but I heard about it. You know, it ain't a windy city for no reason. Uh, Yo, Juju, you good?
Bro, that's the thing that killed me about Borrego. This man almost sold LaMelo Ball triple double, bro. This man was one rebound away, James Borrego.
He almost stole it or sold it.
Sold it. See, he almost stole it too. Shit, I'm not
Almost
surprised if he called the NBA and told him to look back at the film and make sure he got every rebound and assist this morning. You know what I'm saying? He might have tried to steal it too, but he almost sold it, bro. You brought him, you snatched him out. One rebound shy of a triple double. It was like 2 minutes
sad.
and 50 seconds left. You cannot do that type of thing, man. You cannot do those things. And you know what the reason is? He's snatching them out to put Cody Martin in. And you're going to come here and say that it's because of defensive principles and for defense. Bro, LaMelo Ball is not a slouch on defense, bro. Why is James Borrego continuously taking shots at LaMelo Ball, bro? And now I gotta do something on that because it's like he came out in the interview and he said, yeah, I love LaMelo, but he drives me crazy sometimes. Like, come on, man. Like, bro, LaMelo Ball's a superstar, bro. Stop acting like he's your side, like some psycho side bitch or something, bro. LaMelo is a superstar and he's what's best for you, nigga. So you need to come to that conclusion and stop snatching him in and out the game, try to hurt his career, bro. Like, that's not cool.
They got to stop that. It's crazy what's going on with Borrego. But yeah, what I wanted to say is Borrego always get killed. That's what I definitely want to bring up tonight. But we'll give a preview of it right now. Do you Philadelphia? Because listen, the Hornets, man, they always look like they about to get their ass whooped, and they always come back and win the game. It always look like, oh, what the hell is going on with the Hornets? And they always are resilient. So, does Borrego get a little bit of that resiliency? Or you trying to say Borrego don't have nothing to do with this? I mean, the Hornets got to fight like no other team in the league. I mean, seriously, I watch all of them, but I noticed some with the Hornets. They don't fall. They don't never fall out like back down.
Right,
They always come back. They could be down 20. They're gonna try to cut this.
Definitely right about that.
Just go ahead.
Definitely right about that. Like, I will give James Borrego credit. He gets any other player besides LaMelo Ball. If you're not like, that's the thing. LaMelo Ball is a superstar. He's rare. He's one of one. James Borrego he never had that. James Borrego was a 0.9 point per game scorer in college. He was Devontae Graham. He was Cody Martin. So he's used to coaching up niggas like that. Cody Martin ass niggas, Caleb Martin ass niggas, Devontae Grahams, niggas like that. Not LaMelo Ball, who's obvious superstars. So when it comes to everybody else on the team, Gordon Hurtward, aka Mr. Ass, Terry Where's the Blow, Rozier, yeah, he can coach those guys up for sure. You know what I'm saying? Even though I heard from somebody that actually went to the game, I think that was Detch yesterday. He said Terry Rozier and them and Gordon Hayward don't even say shit to James Borrego when they walk to the bench. So if I'm taking that, I'm not taking that with a grain of salt. So it's like, when it comes to everybody else, though, I do think he gets those guys ready to play hard, and they do have a resiliency level that is reflected from his coaching ability. So I do give him credit there. My problem is how he coaches LaMelo Ball, how he incorporates LaMelo Ball not only into the offense and the defense, but also into the rotation. Because at that point, you're messing up your development, not just for LaMelo, but you're messing up the development for the Hornets' future. Right? Him not being in the fourth quarter in those last 2 minutes for defense, that's hurting his development for the future. Because eventually you're going to need him in the game when it's 2 minutes left, even if it's a defensive possession. So shit like that is where I have a clear problem with James Borrego. But he definitely gets this team to play hard. He definitely got a resiliency level on this team that I can respect. But, bro, you have to learn how to coach a superstar player or you're not going to be a coach for long because this league revolves around superstar players. And if you can't accommodate to your superstar player, you won't have a long career in the NBA. I'm just keeping it a buck.
You're right about that. I think they're going to eventually acquiesce to this guy. This is his second year. I mean, but I think it should have been happened. But I feel you, man. I don't like what I'm seeing in terms of LaMelo. I would definitely like him to have the reins a lot more. I do see a lot of like jerking up the chain. His minutes are sporadic. But he's gonna make mistakes. Like even yesterday, the man had eight damn turnovers and still, was resilient. I know that Melo was almost like the driving forces because this team never played like this before they got LaMelo Ball. And Terry Rozier was there on there. They had PJ was on that roster. I think Bridges was there as well. I think he was young, but I'm just saying they all were still on that roster and they wasn't fighting like this.
Facts.
This team got something extra. Like they know they got something with Melo. So I think that's what it says. Some busters has entered the building. Stay woke.
Hey, but nah, that was a good point, Flight, because you brought up Lamelo, and I do think Lamelo's game. Let's just look at Lamelo's game right individually. He has that resiliency to his game where he can fuck up and he'll still come back down on the next possession and play the exact same type of game. Like he's not going to let a turnover, he's not going to let a mistake get to him. He's still going to play hard. And you're totally right. That right there, that quality about him has rubbed off on the whole team. And now we're seeing Terry Rozier playing hard. We're seeing Miles Bridges and Gordon Hayward all playing hard in the fourth quarter. Even Oubre Lamelo has rubbed off on Oubre, and now he's playing a lot harder than we've seen for the last couple of years of his career. So you're definitely right about that. It's really LaMelo rubbing off on the team as well.
Yeah, you're right about that. Me personally, and I'm gonna ask these questions later on tonight. I think that the Hornets, man, I think this team is ready. You know, in terms of like, I mean, I know that because I think they just gonna roll in with the Hornets just to go in the playoffs and see what happens, and who knows? I think that another thing I want to say, Melo is so good in terms of making these guys good. You know, because you put another point guard in there, they not even in the playoff picture. You know, but you know, Melo, they don't have to put the pieces around Melo as fast because you got LaMelo there able to cultivate anything they put in front of him. You know, but I think that LaMelo Ball and this team is ready to compete. Like, I think they should try to get a piece to really do something in the playoffs. Like, because the way they headed is like they comfortable with flaming out in the first round. You know, I think they need. I think this team is ready if they could trade for somebody. I know that Turner's not gonna happen, but somebody that's out there.
You don't think Turner could happen?
I don't think so because it's the East. Maybe I ain't gonna say that because I think Indiana might just be trying to get rid of some people if they can get a Sabonis or something like it. I don't know. I think that's unlikely. That's gonna take Bridges to do it, but I think you keep Bridges right now.
What about a guy that's kind of flying under the radar that's in the Western Conference? What about a use of Nurkic?
Yo, I think that's another one. See, that's the center that you need. Yet Nurkic do it all. And you put him with LaMelo. See, Dame is nice, but Dame don't make nobody better.
Right.
You know, I mean, so Nurkic might look like Shaq fucking with LaMelo. You know, because he's nice. He got talent. He could shoot. He got mid-range. He could shoot the three a little bit. Well, I ain't gonna say he consistent from the three, but the dude could shoot. He's all right. He's almost like he's a shot blocker. He'll dunk. He's a force in the paint. You know what I mean? It's something to think about. Well, that's what I'm saying. Jackson
got another name for you. Jackson Hayes. Okay. What about a Vika Zubac? How about that? That's too bad.
I ain't gonna say that's too bad. I think that's all right. I think it's a upgrade over Plumlee. I don't know how much better than Plumlee though. We could keep going down the names. You said
Andre
I
Drummond.
like what's the name? I don't
like
know.
That. Mitchell Robinson.
Yes. There's no way the Knicks will trade him to Charlotte, though. But, I mean, he would have to go on some type of three-way trade. But a guy like Mitchell Robinson, yes. Yeah, that's perfect for y'all. Y'all need a shot blocker. See, Plumlee is not a shot blocker. Is he?
No, fuck no.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't really like. Somebody said John Collins. I don't think John. Y'all
need in the East. I don't see. I think I agree with you on that point. I don't think nobody in the East is gonna trade them to the Hornets unless it's the Pacers because the Pacers are really falling out of that playoff race. They just might be trying to
get off some salary or
exactly.
They got some disgruntled players, you know, so they might be ready to get let's sell.
Atlanta, I can't see Atlanta trading with us. I can't see
Whiteside. Whiteside
Philly.
is a good pickup.
Where's Whiteside? Is Whiteside a free agent?
Nah, I don't think so. But I mean, he a guy like Whiteside, he easily could be picked up. You know, you thought what team he playing for right now?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Let me double check that right quick. I don't know if he's a free agent.
I'm telling you, he's switching teams every year.
Oh God,
sign Whiteside in a new city every year.
For sure. Let me see. He on the Jazz right now.
Yeah, he on the Jazz. See, he was just.
Oh, what about? I see the Hornets could go for a guy like Derek Favors. I mean, I would love that.
I'm not really high on Favors. I mean, that's cool,
Pelicans days.
yeah. I mean, I just think they might be a slight upgrade over Plumlee, but I mean, it's about.
I'm just saying something for right now that'll be cheap because we know Michael Jordan and we know Michael Jordan. He cheap, you know what I'm saying? He's not trying to spend no big money for real. So I don't think they're gonna make a huge move. I think they'll make a smaller move and then maybe in the offseason we'll see something a little bit bigger. But Derek Favors, I think, will fit that mold. Who else? Who else did we say? Hassan Whiteside, maybe Boogie Cousins. I don't know about Boogie because of attitude and shit. But Shit, it's I see a lot of good centers on the market or decent enough centers to put out here. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily get 30 minutes, but maybe get 20, 20, 22. You know what I'm saying? 25. He said no negative favors. Come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. MJ is cheap as hell. That's an MJ move. Derek Favors or Son Whiteside. That's something he'll do. So I wouldn't be surprised, bro.
Right. No, me neither. Chaz the third says thin line between cheap and frugal. Oh, I mean, Mike do got the money.
Big money.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's good?
My bad. Somebody had called me, but yeah, man, that's how.
You just lagged out. You just went robot. All right, but let me get back to my Hornets, bro, because I'm looking at Hornets. I'm looking at their next 10 games. So they got the Thunder tomorrow. That should be a W. And then you got the Hawks. So, and by the way, they're on a 2-game win streak. They won the last 3 of the last 4. I don't know how they lost to the Magic. That's the shit that kills us. So we got the Thunder. That should be a W. Then we got the Hawks on Sunday. We know LaMelo Ball plays like an MVP versus Trae Young. Another W.
Yeah, that
Raptors,
was good.
Pacers, Lakers, Clippers. Bro, the Hornets good for these next couple of games. They should go up these standings, bro. But my bad. What's good, Dex?
Shout out to Juju. Shout out to
Yeah,
the stream. I just popped
I'll
in
be up
for
and ready.
just for a
I
minute.
seen the message to go.
Okay. Yeah, I just popped in for a hot
No,
second.
you go. Yeah,
So,
yeah. That's what we just give us some updates because we did get an update on the report. First, we just got word what it was, but now it's requiring surgery. You know, so we did get a little update. So we're just touching on that. You know, you can let us know your thoughts. We in here cooking.
yeah, I just got through with a little self care. You know what I'm saying? To get in touch with my feminine side, and that doesn't have anything to do with any certain alphabets or nothing like that. It's just that it's a yin yang thing with me. You know what I'm saying? I try to stay well balanced, but nevertheless, yeah, that's good. Flight that you keeping the people abreast on what's going on with Lonzo because a lot of people are concerned. We get a lot of conflicting information. Yeah, just keep up the good work. And tonight, like I said again, we have a special guest from Insider for the Hornets, and he will
Let's
give us
go.
some good Hornets content tonight. And so you guys tune in to Flight Sports TV on a night live stream that we normally have regularly. And we're going to get some good stuff that's going on with the Hornets, LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges. And he might have something with Jello, but I don't really think he goes down that low to the Greensboro Swarm. He just stay affixed with the Charlotte Hornets. So tune in tonight. We got something good for you. We will be cooking. I know Juju needs to be there because he's a big
I'm
Hornets
excited,
fan.
bro.
And I know Apply That Pressure need to be there because he's a big Hornet and LaMelo Ball fan as well. So shout out to you, Flight. I'm out. I got to go across this freeway to take care of some more business. And we cooking, brother.
Yeah, Juju, you want to cover anything else, or it's up to you? We can keep cooking. It's up to you.
Man, y'all got me excited. Y'all got me excited for tonight, man. I'm ready to see who this dude is, man. I got some big questions about James Borrego because depending on how he answers my James Borrego questions, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna see if he really with the gang or not. You know what I'm saying. But we're gonna see, bro. I got to see how you feel about Borrego though, because we can't be the only people like this seeing this same thing play out with LaMelo. But you know what I'm saying. I don't really got no more thoughts. You know what I'm saying though. For real. Know if anybody got more questions. The best thing for Lonzo to do is surgery. For sure. Is LeVar on tonight? I don't think LeVar
Yeah,
on
it's
tonight,
crazy.
bro. No, I don't think it's not LeVar, right? Because he said Hornets insider. LeVar he'll BBB. You
No,
know
it's
what I'm
not
saying?
LaVar Ball. It's a Hornets insider. I'll tell you who it is. But I ain't gonna. I won't say it on here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely not no LeVar because he's not a Charlotte Hornet insider. He's a BBB insider.
For sure.
Yeah. So yeah, he's been on the show before. So I mean, he just haven't been on in a while, and a lot of
Oh, I know what you're talking about
new
now.
events. Yeah, a lot of new events been turning up with the Charlotte Hornets, and he's eager to get on. So we finna put him on and let him go for it.
I know what y'all talking about now. You don't even gotta tell me, Fly. I know who it is. Yeah. So that's gonna be fun, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact.
2022, a year of celebration.
Yeah, celebration, man. Unfortunately, we did have some disaster reports, but it is what it is. But listen, this is what we're gonna do. I got a good one. Hart says, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna hop back in an hour and a half. We about to get underway. I'm about to plan up some shows. Let me get some pictures. Let me do my research because, like I said, we about to go full in depth. Ain't no more just talking because we got lips. Everything's substance. I'm about to give nonstop substance from the moment I hit the button go live.
Yes, sir.
This Flight Sports TV. We be back in an hour and a half. Holla at me. Yo, appreciate me, Juju. Appreciate you, Drew. Shout out
You
All
already know.
Access.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
He's up in the whole substance. Come on, man. Let's go right now.
Like I said, Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.